Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. Gonna be casting a game from EU West. Krepo and Rekkles here are actually duo queued. I'm guessing these guys are as well. Rockets, Vander, and Woolite. Definitely expected that they would be duo queuing together anyway. So I wanted to go ahead and cast this one, wanted to get that Krepo game going in. I did notice he's streaming, and I was actually going to cast one of his other games, but unfortunately his enemy ADC was DC'd, and that doesn't really make for a good game. So I decided to ditch that game and cast one of the previous games instead, because, you know, I don't like casting the games where it's a one-sided game, and I don't know, maybe eventually the enemy ADC is going to come back, but honestly it was already at the 5-minute mark by that time, and he still wasn't there, and at that time it's really not worth watching to me anymore. So I wanted to go ahead, come back, and cast this one anyway. And hey, on the plus side, it is actually a double duo queue here. We've got the Rocket Vander and Rocket Woolite versus, like I said, the Krepo Rekkles combo down bottom. So that actually does make it sound even better that I did go ahead and decide to come to this one. Just be a bit more professional bot lane, you know? Somewhat. So if we take a look at the players here, we've got Penta, Phantom Joe, as the Irelia for the blue team top lane. And she's going to be against, it looks like Shen, played by Choaya. Yes. Alright, mid lane we've got Ziggs by Tetsuya versus Orianna, played by Pexi Cozido. Holy cow, these names. Alright, Rocket Woolite is the Draven, playing against Fnatic's Rekkles, V-E-U-I. And in the supports, of course, we've got Rocket Vander against Krepo. Zilean versus Braum. That's going to be a really annoying one for Braum, I feel. And then we've got Vi, played by X-Cruel, versus the Atom Man as Jarvan the Fourth. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's going to be really annoying for Krepo. He does, of course, have better engage, but they've got a lot better harass than he does. Because, I mean, Draven, of course, does a ton of damage early. And then the Zilean just has that sustain from his bombs. And it's going to give them a really tough time. They didn't even try to get control of the lane. They just said, no, we're going to back off, because otherwise they're going to get just stomped. So, I do like that they decided to go for that. They decided to back off, let it push to their tower, and just go ahead and play safe for now. And there's no reason not to for the moment. Alright, up in the mid lane, it looks like Ziggs actually has pressed it towards the Orianna. She's having a pretty tough time so far. CS-wise, they're about even, though. And she's actually one ahead of him. But it's not really a big deal. I'm not sure what's going on here from Jarvan. He may be wanting to come around here and go for it. No, he's going for a steal. Where's the blue team jungle? Oh, she's stealing his blue. So they're just going to trade blues here. That's kind of funny. Alright, so yeah, Jarvan, I guess... Did he have vision of that? I don't know if he knew that she came up here. I don't think so, though. Alright, he went ahead and warded her blue. Okay, so he was going to come in and gank her, and she didn't even care. She went straight to his blue. And the fact that she wasn't there for so long is what indicated to Jarvan, hey, I should probably take that because she's at mine. So, good call by him. Kind of funny when a possible gank turns into a, well, I guess I better blue steal. And yeah, that's what ends up happening here. He does end up getting it for free. They end up trading it. No gank for you. There's an it looks like an MIA ping. But I mean, they're both here, so I'm not sure why there was an MIA ping. It actually could have been, let's see, it was from the red team. So it might have been Jarvan saying, hey, I don't know where Vi is. She might be coming for a gank. But, no, she was down there getting his blue buff. Nice flash from Orianna, just barely dodging that Q from Vi. And does mean her flash is down, of course, but she got a decent amount of damage onto the Ziggs as well, and the Vi. But, of course, Vi is going back to her jungle, so it doesn't care. Anyway, Jarvan counter-jungling it up, goes ahead and steals the wolves. Nope, your Q doesn't land. And, oh, there they are. And I guess she's actually on the way to find him. Nice flash there from Ziggs, but he did get ignited. He's getting really low. Pops the Orianna under the tower, though, so she's got to watch out as well. Both of them are probably going to end up having to go back. Vi could come in and do a decent amount of damage there to the Orianna. In she goes, lands the Q flash, And yes, it does look like she's going to go down. Jarvan was actually around, but he was not able to get back in time. I guess he didn't notice the fact that the Orianna was getting re-ganked again. So the Orianna does end up going down. That is first blood there for the blue team. An assist goes to that Ziggs, and that's actually really good news there for him. Before that, it was just going to be a we're both going back sort of thing. But because of that, ends up turning out that Ziggs is going to be coming back to lane with a minor advantage. He's got boots. Very minor. In goes Krepo, as well as that Jarvan does not end up landing the flag and drag, so they're not really going to be able to do too much with this. He's got to watch out as well because that Draven is chunking him down really hard. And the question is, are they going to go for a lane gank? They kind of let it know that they're still here. Looks like the Jarvan is going to go ahead and head back here, but he may end up deciding to go in on this, just thinking that they don't know he's there. Now, there's the get back ping there from the... I'm guessing Krepo, just saying, hey, don't worry about it, we'll be fine. But if you stick around, we may end up going down. Ooh, nicely done by Krepo, blocking up all that damage from Rekkles. Making sure it doesn't hit. Alright, Vi finally cleared out her blue buff there, I guess. And up in the top lane, Aurelia versus Shen. It looks like Shen's doing a little bit better. Well, at the same time, though, that's a pretty big wave there that she's going to be able to get. Ooh, in he goes on her. Oh, we got a gank coming in here onto the bot lane. Again, Jarvan lands the flag and drag onto the Zilean. Draven goes down, finally, to that Corki. Now, the Zilean has to get out. He's going to get chunked up there with that stun, and down he ends up going there to, actually, Krepo. Corki does end up escaping that. One bomb would have finished him off. These guys all got really low, but none of them died. So that was a really, really nice juggle there from the red team. Just making sure that they all stay alive and making sure that they get those 2 kills. Oh, man. Krepo, what are you doing? I guess he decided to go ahead and shove this forward, and the Vi was able to get in on a gank from the looks of it. There we go. Yeah, Rekkles and Krepo decided to go ahead and shove it. And Vi says, hey-o! Down goes Krepo. Rekkles is going to be able to get out. But that is another kill there for that Vi that probably should not have happened. Probably should not. They thought they'd be fine. Now Rekkles is going to have to go back. This is actually pushing towards the blue team. And that Minions wants to go on a ride there with her. Not going to happen, though. Not going to happen. The MIA ping here from Ziggs. Hey, watch out. The Orianna is away. Yeah, earlier I saw... I don't remember, I think, yeah, that's the game right there. Lucian, yeah, Rekkles was actually Lucian versus a Graves Thresh combo, and Krepo is Braum as well in that one. That was entertaining to watch. Krepo was AFK for the very beginning of it because he had to help his mom with something, which was really funny to watch. The reaction there from Rekkles. Krepo, please, where are you? But yeah, it was great. And it did get him a little bit zoned. They didn't get the early level 2 either, so he did have to watch out for that. But they still ended up doing okay. I mean, they didn't do all that great in lane, but the rest of their lanes were actually doing pretty well. And Krepo went ahead and roamed around, which is something I really need to work on because I don't roam nearly enough. But he went ahead and roamed around, got the rest of his lanes pretty nicely fed, so that was actually able to go ahead and keep them in the game. They ended up winning it eventually. It just took them some time. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like that this game. That Draven is super dangerous. Ooh, we've got a lane gank coming in here, though, from the Jarvan. And, oh, in goes the Krepo. In comes Vi as well. Lands her ulti there onto Rekkles. Rekkles is in trouble, but in comes Shen. They're going to be able to take down the Vi. Vi goes down to that Jarvan. Not going to be able to get anybody else, but that Shen ulti, he didn't even let it finish. He didn't need to. Well, he might have been interrupted, too. Did he get interrupted? Yeah, he got stunned, but honestly, all he needed was the shield. The shield was plenty. Shen didn't even need to get down here. Honestly, if he had completed it, he actually would have ended up out some. Because this way, he ended up letting his teammates survive, and then... Oh man, watch out, Vander. Ended up letting his teammates survive there, and then got the assist as well, and didn't end up losing anything from the lane. So he actually ends up coming out pretty well, in my opinion. So... that was actually a pretty nice little thing there. Oh, they're going in onto Vander. Vander goes down. Now, actually, sorry, Woolite goes down. Now they're going for Vander. Vander's going to go down that ward there, and yeah, he goes down there to Krepo, actually. Krepo gets the kill, and that's going to allow them to shove this up there. That's a really good thing. That has pretty much turned this lane into their favor because Rekkles and Krepo should be able to go back and get some really nice items there, which will really allow them to snowball this lane out of control. So that was a really good lane gank there, as well as the ultimate from Shen to keep them in that game and just let them finish that battle. Teamwork, man. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. So there we go. They need to go ahead and shove it forward again. Got it under the tower there. Make a couple more minions go down, but not enough to really matter. Oh, the ult goes out. Lands onto Rekkles. Rekkles not going to be able to go back quite yet, but now he's going to go ahead and head back, and he'll be able to complete this back now. But it did delay him a decent amount there, so it means he'll be getting to lane a little later than he had really intended. Krepo's already on his way down, but he's going to be having to 2v1 there. Under tower, at least, but still. Not much going on there up in mid lane. They do manage to go ahead and take out that pink ward, and it looks like Draven... No, he's not headed back. I didn't think so, but I was like, well... Started to go back. Now, he was just doing the fakey thing. And we may have another gank coming in here onto the Ziggs. There we go. Lands the pop-up. Out comes the ulti from Orianna, actually shoving the Ziggs under tower, unfortunately. She misplaced it very slightly, so instead of pulling him away from the tower, pulled him to the tower. And there we go. These guys are now back. Vi is hanging out as well, so these guys need to watch out. Krepo's going in. Vi goes in now. Krepo's in trouble. Out comes the ulti from Krepo. Ulti onto Rekkles from the Vi. Rekkles getting really low. I think he's going to go down. He's going to go down. Yep, he's going to go down for sure. But Vi decided to dive this. She's going to end up going down there to the Jarvan. Tried to flash over the wall. Failed it. Ends up being a 1-for-1 there. And now these guys are actually going to be able to defend this tower, I believe, with no problem. Yeah, Vi, I don't believe really needed to go for that, but she tried anyway. I think the Corki there would have died anyway to the Zilean bomb. In goes the Jarvan again. That is a dead Vander. He goes ahead and ults himself, though, so he actually will be able to survive it for now. Shen coming in as well. Teleport coming in from the Irelia. Nope, just kidding. Which actually would have been really, really bad for her, because that probably would have ended up getting her killed. Shen just chasing them away from the tower here. He's going to be able to teleport back to his tower very shortly, I believe. Yeah. He's going to go ahead and head back, buy some... No, he just teleported top. Okay. So yeah, he just straight up teleported top. Made sure he didn't miss any of that CS. Both of their teleports are down. Hers, of course, is half because she canceled hers. But, of course, he gets a reduced one as well because he teleported to the tower, which does reduce the cooldown. So not bad there. It was a good engage. Had the Irelia completed, she probably would have ended up dying because Shen would have been able to taunt her under tower, which would have been really bad news there. And Corki and Krepo did go ahead and shove this forward again. Rekkles. They did go ahead and shove it forward, making them miss a little bit more CS and doing a decent amount of damage there to the tower as well. And looks like Rekkles is going to go ahead and stick it out for now. He's working on that Triforce, which is not surprising at all. We've got another gank coming in here top by the Vi. I don't know that it's really going to turn out successful. She's going in, misses her Q. The Shen is able to go ahead and dash away with no problem whatsoever. So that's more or less why I didn't think that one would be overly successful. And the fact that they do see that happening told the red team, hey, let's go for this dragon. They reacted nearly instantly. Yeah, they did finally manage to go ahead and get that Shen by diving him, but they're going to lose the dragon for it. So it's going to be a kill for a dragon. The blue team is actually shoving for this tower, but I don't think they'll actually be able to get it easily. And Ziggs ulti coming in, not going to end up doing anything. Down it goes to Corki, actually. The smite from Jarvan was not even needed. And this tower is going to end up going down, finally. But really, the red team could actually answer with a tower of their own. This bot lane tower is so low, they could easily grab this if they wanted to. I don't know whether they will or not, but it is definitely a possibility, and we do see Jarvan hanging around here, so that's probably what's going to happen. Vi coming in here to go in on that Orianna. Vi's ult is up, so Orianna needs to watch out. But there we go. These guys just shoving these guys off the tower. Vi is probably on her way down here. Rekkles forced to go ahead and heal there, but Woolite getting really low. Woolite goes, oh, the ultimate from Vander. Vander's going to go down though now. Down goes Vander and Woolite at the same time, thanks to that Jarvan ulti. Vi and Ziggs are on their way down. The tower is gone, so they did answer that tower kill. Jarvan scared the Vi away there. I think he actually missed the flag and drag, otherwise he would have popped her up. But she was able to complete that Q away instead of going in as she kind of wanted to. But that's going to allow them to shove this under the tower again, make him miss even more CS, which I mean, he's still only 3 behind. But Corki is actually 2-1-6, so that's a pretty big bonus. And Orianna's going to be able to take down another tower of her own as well. Shen looks like he's going for this blue buff, amusingly. Shen ulti goes ahead, saves the... Looks like Vi was actually engaged in that. Oh yeah, she came around from behind and went for Orianna. And Orianna said, oh crap. Lands the ult on herself and the Shen ulti to save her there. Had that ball hit, the Vi actually would have died, but she ended up surviving it just a tiny bit of health. Shen looks like he really wants it. Not going to end up happening though. And now Orianna's going to go ahead and probably head on back. Shen, however, could go for that blue again now, as the Vi obviously is not going to be there to go against it. Aurelia hanging around as well. Shen saying, hey, let's go for this. But Ziggs is coming as well, so you need to watch out there. Yeah, and your Jarvan was not coming at all. So, good idea on his part to go ahead and fall back. There is a pink ward that has been here for a while, hanging out here. So it does get vision of the Jarvan there. And the blue team is going to know exactly where Shen and Jarvan are. There we go. There goes that blue buff to the... The heck? What are you doing, Krepo? Going for Woolite here. Lands the stun, and he's actually not taking much damage at all. Teleport coming in from Aurelia into that dragon pit. She's going to be circling around from behind. The MIA ping from the Shen. Jarvan is already reacting on his way down. There we go. Krepo says, hey yo, there's an Aurelia here. We've got Vi coming in, but Jarvan comes in as well. Out comes the Jarvan ulti. The Corki does end up going down though, and that means that this is not going to be good for the red team. Jarvan getting really low. He goes down as well to Vi, and that was a really good surround gank there by the blue team. Orianna not going to be able to do anything here. She tried, she'd end up going down, and Ziggs is here to go ahead and just kind of chase her off as well. I liked the surround there, and while yes, the Jarvan did go ahead and react, unfortunately it was a 4 versus 3, and the blue team ended up just trouncing them. That does mean, however, that the Shen up here is able to go ahead and shove this down, get a little bit of the damage on the tower. He's still not going to do too much, because he is, of course, Shen, and Aurelia is already on the way up here. He still has his teleport, though, so that does give the red team the teleport advantage, and, of course, he has his ult in a little while as well, which just makes it that much better. There's one thing about Shen, he's really good at that. Yeah, you've got a teleport, but he's got 2. And one of his is on a much shorter cooldown. Is he going to get out of this? He does not. He gets hit there by the Q. She's engaging. Krepo is here to help if need be. Lands his Q onto the Vi. They are still going for the Shen. Shen's going to be able to get out of this with a dash over the wall, though. I'm not going to be too worried. Orianna 2 versus 1ing the Ziggs and Zilean down here. The 2 Zs. And now Rekkles seems to be wanting to possibly go... No, he's just shoving to the tower. I'm going to go ahead and back off now. Which does mean that Woolite's going to be getting a decent amount more CS here. He's actually 1 CS ahead of Rekkles. But the... Looks like the red team's going ahead and getting some vision control around Dragon. They know it's in about a minute. Oh, it's in a minute and 30. And actually, it kind of looked like they were setting up for a trap there, but there's really nobody to trap. On the way ping from, I guess, Aurelia? I really wish it would say it would actually show the line, so I could actually see who says they're on the way. There we go. In comes a gank. The Vi is forced to flash out. Out comes Krepo's ult. Flash comes out from the Ziggs as well. Ziggs getting really low. Ulted, though, by the Zilean. They're going for Woolite now. Woolite ends up managing to finish off Rekkles. Just kills all around. Zilean goes down to Orianna. Shen's able to take down the Draven. Irelia takes down Orianna. And Jarvan was able to take down the Vi. Down goes the Irelia too. Yes, goes down to the Shen with that Q. Ends up coming out in the red team's favor by far there. 4 for 2. And they're going to be able to get this tower as well, I believe. Ziggs is doing his best to harass it, but honestly, I can't see him being able to defend this by himself. I don't know. They're just going to go ahead and tank this up here. No, they're going to leave it now. So they didn't manage to go ahead and finish it, but they did do a lot of damage to it. And now it looks like they are headed for that dragon, as is the blue team, though. Oh, man, red team is not headed for the dragon. Shen forced to go ahead and jump away thanks to Vander. Came right there exactly where he was needed. And there we go. The dragon is up now. This does give the blue team a very small window of opportunity to go ahead and grab that, because they know that the red team is actually back. Shen just finished, but he's got his ult. Actually, he does not have his ult. He's got teleport. So it's almost definitely going to be a free dragon here for the blue team. Teleport coming in from Shen. And we've actually got a team fight coming in now. There we go. They go straight for that, and they almost instantly burst down the Vi there. Zilean's already dead. Down goes the Draven too. Irelia goes down, and the only one left now is this Ziggs. They are chasing him. He is slowed down. He goes as well. That is a quadra kill for Rekkles, and that's going to be a Baron for the red team. The blue team got the dragon there, but it was a really nice collapse by the red team, just making sure that they did not get out of that free. And they definitely did not do that. Got a quadra kill for Corki, which is really not good news for them, and it's going to be a free Baron. So we'll probably see them head back pretty much immediately after. Corki's back up to 12, or about 2,000 gold. There we go, 2,000 gold. Oh, and a tower as well. This mid lane tower just went down. Out comes these Draven ulti, gets vision of them. Not going to end up being able to steal it though, but they do know exactly how low it was, so they know pretty much the exact timing. Shen actually had it top. Alright, so there we go. Corki did go ahead and head back. Got a BF sword. Working on, looks like it's IE. Not really surprising there. Well, I could be wrong. I'm not 100% certain on Corki builds. Corki's a weird one. I'm not sure if he builds IE or not. I don't know. I've only played Corki once, and that was in ARAM, and I don't remember it very well. So, whatever. But that was a really nice collapse again. Like I said, they're at that dragon, just stomping them all the way around. Took down the Zilean really early there as well, which I believe he didn't get to use his ult, and that was a pretty big reason that they were able to do so very well in that fight. Jarvan getting the red buff, and it looks like Krepo and the Orianna just roaming around here, wanting to get some kills. They're going to be picked up by this ward, and they are now collapsing onto Ziggs Irelia. These guys need to watch out. Krepo is going for it. Going to go ahead and get one stack there, gets another stack with his Q, and slows her as well. In comes the Jarvan. They are going for Irelia. Irelia is a goner. Krepo actually gets the kill. Orianna went for Ziggs, so unfortunately she did not manage to go ahead and get that. I don't even think she got an assist there. She kind of 100% streamlined there onto the Ziggs, who was able to avoid her, of course, because there was no Krepo slow. So he was just able to escape that anyway. Krepo jumps over the wall there, as did Rekkles. They're going for the Ziggs. Ziggs getting really low. Out comes the Shen ulti. Ziggs was ulted by the Zilean, but Draven ends up going down because of it. Ziggs goes down shortly thereafter, and now the red team is going for this tower, and the blue team really has no answer for it. Red team does have that Baron buff, so they're going to be able to heal up that damage they just took. And, oh man, watch out, Vi. You better watch out. There we go. She does manage to get out of this with no problem. Looks like Irelia wanting to chase somebody down here. I don't think that's really in her best interest, though. There's still 5 red team members, and they're pretty darn dangerous. There we go. Krepo managed to get out of it with no problem, of course, and the rest of his team is as well. Shen wards over the wall there. Gets some vision of them. Gonna dash away, and Irelia still seems to want to go for this. Yeah, okay, she's gonna go ahead and back off before it's too late. There were 4 people sitting in that bush there. Oh, they're going now for the Vi. She goes ahead and cues away. Flash taunt from Shen, and now Zilean getting chunked. Oh, Vi goes back in. Corki forced to jump out, but Aurelia goes in. She ends up going down to the Shen, actually. And again, the blue team is on the run. Flash comes from the Ziggs there to avoid the taunt from Shen. And that is another free tower there for the red team. May be able to get this one as well, as the Draven is just now getting back. I don't know that they'll be able to get it all the way. No, the outcomes they clear there from these Ziggs. They need to back off or they're going to end up losing people. Rekkles is really low. There's actually a lot of really low health pools there. So they are going to go ahead and back off. But in the meantime, the minions, super minions, are shoving down this mid lane. That tower is getting really close to dying. Draven is forced to go ahead and defend it, which I'm not even sure he'll be able to defend it by himself. Oh, it's going to be close now. It is actually going to just barely survive, but it will survive, and it will start healing up that damage as well. But that was a really close one. Had Draven not went back, they actually would have ended up losing that tower. So, yeah, the red team knew that they were actually pretty safe there just because of that. They knew that while, yes, it was possible that they could die, if they did, the enemy team would lose their towers. So that would actually be a worthy trade. Dragon coming up soon. Looks like Krepo's starting to work on getting some vision control around it now. Just kidding. He walked over there, and now he went over to Rekkles. Aurelia getting really low. She ends up going down there. Krepo actually did get the assist. Thanks. Ooh, misses the Q. Thanks to the shield, or the W. Whatever the little buff there he gives. I don't know what you'd call it. It's a buff either way. And the Ziggs end up going down as well. Jarvan jumps over the wall, ults onto the Zilean. Zilean forced to ulti himself, which means Draven is, yeah, he's dead meat. Now they're able to turn around. Zilean said, nope, I'm out. But in the meantime, red team is apparently freaking out and just kind of dancing. But they are going to be able to shove down these towers now. Teleport comes out from Shen. The BM teleport cancels it, but it doesn't matter. Zilean, I believe, did end up going down there. Yeah, he did go down to Rekkles, and that's going to be the game as well. Alright, so... oh, that ultimate. In goes the Shen. They're just going all out here. They do manage to go ahead and take down the Ziggs. And Aurelia going for kills here onto Corki, who jumps out. Aurelia goes down as well to Rekkles, and that is finally going to be the game. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.